Last year in July we launched GreenHub, PFR GreenHub Fund of Funds, and this is the first in European Union fund of funds dedicated to climate tech strategies and to climate tech venture capital. We have another one in Europe, Nisno in Norway, and we are very similar in terms of the tickets. We invest up to 18 million euro per fund, and we expect that all the funds will not invest but will have impact in Poland in building the GreenHub, green tech, climate tech ecosystem. Well, in terms of ESG, we expect it from each fund who is applying for PFR money. So it's not only GreenHub fund of funds. In GreenHub, we expect that the strategy itself will be a climate tech strategy. So ESG is not enough, and impact funding, sustainability funding is not enough. It has to be a typical climate tech funds which will shorten the way to the net zero. In terms of ESG, we expect from each fund, and we have 6 fund of funds within PFR Ventures. We have seed funding, we have business angels funding, we have co-investment funding, we have corporate venturing funding. And in each of these funds, we expect venture capital and GPs to have ESG criteria, ESG transparent way of monitoring, and ESG impact on the investments they're making. Well, we have internal tool, and in many cases, the GPs which applying for the funds from us are proposing that the percentage of carried interest will be devoted to ESG achievements. And we decided at the very beginning, when we are establishing the LPA, that let's say that 5% of the carried interest will be devoted to either GP if they achieve the ESG goals, and it's judged by investment committee and LPAC and the board of the investors. If they do not achieve ESG, this goes to the NGOs who are working in ESG fields. And this is like contributing, the GP contributes this carried outside. Surprisingly, no. We were really surprised how many offers we received. Actually, I can say that the first ticket of the allocation is, we are oversubscribed, in fact. We got more than 15 offers, and we are expecting more. So probably we will enlarge, our investor decides to enlarge the funds. And we have the funds from Europe, from United States, from South Africa, from South America. So it's really a global trend we can see. And I think that because we are solely focused on climate tech, and we are the first one who did it in the European Union, that's why they want to have us on the board, because it actually proves that they have green strategy, because you have a lot of greenwashing also in the market, in the VC market, and because we have a very strict demands and very strict criteria, having us is not only having a good institutional investor, but also the investor with very strict strategy. Yes, I met actually very interesting companies from Moldova, Romania, and GPs from Serbia, and this is very important, and that we spread our activities towards those countries, that we do not only sit in Western Europe and look at the mature market, because in Poland, as I said today during the panel, we had 10 VCs in 2005. Today we have more than 150. It takes time, and it takes time to become a mature person. I mean, you cannot jump when you are 10 years old to become a 21.